right, so pretty good start here on the run. As you can see, testing out a new hydration belt. This is the Nathan hydration belt. I don't remember the actual model name, but I'm trying something different because a lot of times on my trail runs, I feel like I'm kind of weighted down by a full-fledged hydration vest. So I'm experimenting with this for the Mohican 100 coming up in 3 weeks. We'll see, I don't know. I just like being free up here in the chest area. It just feels lighter to me. One thing I worry about is whether it would bounce a lot. So far, not too bad, so. So this is gonna be kind of a gear testing type run. So if you're into that thing, if you're into that kind of thing, running gear, ultramarathon gear, this is the video for you. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm running in some road shoes, shockingly, my Hoka Mach 4s. They are just so light, and I just wanted to kind of feel like I was floating today and not weighed down by the typical trail shoe weight. Another piece of gear I'm using today is my GoPro Hero 8 Black. Really love this camera. If you've been watching the channel, you know I've been filming a lot more with the Insta360 ONE X2, which is awesome for its angles and just its unique footage. But two things that I prefer with the Hero 8 Black over the Insta360 ONE X2. Number one is the audio quality is much better on the Hero 8 Black. And number two, you can really get this narrow field of view, whereas with the Insta360 ONE X2, you can zoom in, but then the resolution suffers quite a bit. So right now I'm filming with the Hero 8 Black. I'm debating whether to take this to Mohican or also maybe take both cameras, but I don't know which will be my primary camera. And so that's kind of what I'm doing today, is testing that out a bit. Once again, thanks again for watching my channel. If you do like the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up for this video. It definitely helps it out quite a bit. Yeah, so training for the Mohican 100 out here today, doing some gear reviews, gear checks, I guess, and testing. But real quick, I'm gonna throw it back to a run that I did maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Ran across somebody on the trail who recognized me and recognized the channel, so talked to him for a couple seconds. So check out this little mini interview, and then we'll get back to the run. What's going on, everybody? So I just so happened to run into somebody who watches my channel. Hey! Say hi to Nick. So, right?
Hey, yeah. My name's Nicholas Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
And we were just out running in Twin Creeks and ran into Ultradad.
Yeah, he actually recognized me. That was pretty cool. So he is doing an epic race this summer, right?
Yeah.
The Denali 135, which I have never heard of until just now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nice to meet you, Nick.
Nice to meet
Thanks
you too.
again for saying hi and recognizing me, man. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that quick interview with Nick. Nick, good luck at the Denali 135. As I mentioned in the video, a race that I've never heard of. Sounds like a pretty new race, so congratulations on getting into it. Good luck. I think we were supposed to be running today, but unfortunately, it would have been awesome, but my family, we just have activities and things, so I was unable to make that happen. But you know what? Maybe we'll see Nick out here on the trails again. I'm sure we will. And anyway, it was fun to meet Nick. So, all right, I'm about halfway through this run. Definitely sweating a bit, as you can see, but it could be much hotter. So, all right, it's a lot of fun. What's going on, everybody? Dan the Ultradad here. I hope you enjoyed my run today. I really had a good time out there at Twin Creek. It was awesome. The weather was great. The temperatures were not too bad. It was a little humid in the woods, but I better get used to that because the Mohican 100 is known for being hot, humid. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for the Mohican 100. But it's important, I think, that I train in those conditions. So instead of going out early this morning, I went out this afternoon. And I do think that helps as far as just building up some mental toughness when it comes to running that race. So just a quick rundown on the gear, because that was kind of the point of today's short run. Real quick on the run, it was about a 6-mile run. Just testing out some of my gear so that I know and I'm comfortable with what I'm using for the race. Let's run through those real quick. I think one of the first things I talked about was using my road shoes, my Mach 4, my Hoka Mach 4s. That was a little bit of a mistake. Even though it rained a little bit yesterday, but the trails were generally pretty dry. But when you're dealing with those road shoes, there's just nothing on the bottom. And, I kind of should have known better. But on the dry surfaces, they were awesome. So I guess during the race, if I need a break and a shoe change, and I know there's a dry section coming up, I might bring those along just to try that out. But, generally speaking, you need to have trail shoes with lugs on the bottom with good traction, with a good outsole. So right now, as far as my shoes, I'm probably going with the Nike Trail 3s and then also having my Hoka Speed Goat 3s as kind of a backup if it starts to rain or it gets really, really nasty out there. Anyway, so those are the two shoes I'm looking at right now. I may upgrade my shoes if I can find a Hoka Speed Goat 5s out there, a pair of them, then I may do that. So we'll have to see. Next on the list, I was talking about cameras. My GoPro Hero 8 Black does a very good job, I think, with both the audio and the image quality. It's not perfect, but for a camera that's not going to die on you because of moisture and things like that, for an action camera, the Hero 8 Black is really, really great. You may ask, why haven't I upgraded to the 9 or the 10? Just because I know the 10 has some really, really big improvements, but I don't see a need for it yet. So I'm sticking with the Hero 8 Black, and I will definitely bring my Insta360 One X2 as well. I love some of those camera angles, as I mentioned on the trails today. I love just the way it looks. It's really cool, I think, and I think it's a good tool to mix in with other footage. So those are the two main cameras that I'm going to be using. I may mix in some, believe it or not, some phone footage because my iPhone has really good image quality. I'll probably bring my Canon M50 that I'm filming on right now. However, it's not going to be the best as far as, the conditions. I don't want to ruin it, so we'll see. I'll probably bring it along. And then finally, I'll definitely be bringing my drone. So the DJI Mavic Air 2 is a really, really nice drone with great image quality and plenty of bells and whistles. So I would definitely bring that. I love that drone, and I think it's nice to mix in some drone footage just to spice it up just a little. So let's talk about the hydration belt. The Nathan hydration belt that I was using, I'll come up with the name hopefully and put it in the description below or something, but really worked well. I was very impressed. Not sure though if I can, especially later in the race, if I can rely on just that. I think it's 16-ounce bottle for a 5-mile stretch. I may need more fluids than that. So I'm definitely going to bring it and mix it in. So I may I'll use it for certain legs, but I will also have my hydration vest, my Solomon hydration vest as well, because it has the nice bladder in the back. I think the bladder carries 40 or 50 ounces, something like that. So we'll definitely be doing that as well. Basically, I'm going to bring everything I own and hope that hope that something I own works for me. So really enjoyed that hydration belt, that Nathan hydration belt. It really worked well. I liked how it kind of sits in the small of your back, and your lower center of your back, and it doesn't bounce around much. So really impressed with that, and I think that definitely will be used during the Mohican 100 for me. Anyway, more on all of this to come. You'll see a lot more footage, a lot more content coming out from the channel as I get closer to the Mohican 100. I like sharing it with you guys, but also it is nice for myself to kind of, talk myself through this process of planning for such a big race, a 100-mile ultra marathon. So also stay tuned. There'll definitely be a couple live streams coming up with some friends of mine that are also running the race. looking very much forward to those hangout sessions to chat about our plans, our thoughts, our strategies with running the race. Oh, and one more thing. My last video I posted about my strategies for this coming Mohican 100, and I got some feedback, and I appreciate all the feedback. I think definitely I'm leaning towards the second strategy, which was slowing down my pace in the beginning to kind of save energy and increase my efficiency as I run the race, so I'm not super tired halfway through. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards, but I'm not sure what that pace will be, what that slow, quote-unquote, pace will be at the beginning of the race. So we'll have to see. I'll keep you updated on all that. Thanks again for watching this kind of smorgasbord of a video with all different things, but I just thought I might fill you in on my thoughts. And, you know, we'll go from there. So really appreciate all those who comment on my videos. Thank you very much. If you've made it to the end of the video, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the like thumbs up as well. It definitely helps my channel quite a bit, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, that's all I got tonight. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you in the next one.